And we are joined by Jim Higgins this morning with the Higgins Firm to talk a little bit more about opioid lawsuits pending in Tennessee and across the country. Look, opioids are a big problem. We are seeing more and more incidents being reported. Now, there's something interesting happening in Tennessee with, it's called the crack tax.
Yeah.
Explain what that is and how that applies to lawsuits pending with opioids right now.
Sure. So, we started hitting these epidemics across the country and just crushing towns, crushing families with this opioid addiction. I think 140-something people die a day from it now. It's horrible.
It's insane, yeah.
And so back in 2005, when we were having similar problems with crack and that destroying families, our legislature and a lot of legislatures around the country passed what they nicknamed the crack tax. And it gave people and police departments, government, whoever, the ability to sue drug dealers, whether it's somebody shipping in drugs from another country or somebody around here that had made a lot of money selling drugs.
So how will that apply to current legislation now?
Well, what's happening now is they are using that law in these lawsuits, and we're doing the same in East Tennessee and throughout the state, to say that Big Pharma, as actually with this opioid, fits in that law as being a drug dealer, because the allegations are not only are they just giving drugs to physicians, but they were hiding how addictive they were. So people would take these without knowing the dangers, and they're pumping so much of those drugs into our systems that it's creating this problem.
This sounds really similar to tobacco. Big Tobacco and the Big Tobacco lawsuit back in, what, 98, 99, something like that?
Yeah, yes, for decades. And states were able to recoup some of the damages. I mean, it's crushing towns right now between having to upgrade their EMS, foster care, responding to overdoses, buying Narcan in little counties.
We've got stories on it, seems every day,
all
with paramedics having to respond and the paramedics getting it all themselves or police officers getting it all themselves.
Yes.
So it's a situation that's not going away anytime soon.
It's not. And the litigation is going to have to go down is what did the drug companies know? When did they know it? When they knew it was becoming a problem, did they hide it or did they try to help? The allegations are right now that they hid it and they just kept pumping more drugs into the system. And that is always important to a jury, is what did they know and how did they react? Did they react responsibly, or did they just try to make more money?
Real quick, how long do you see this playing out as far as the trial is concerned? This could be years, right?
Years. This is going to go through the circuit courts, to the appellate courts. It could go to the Supreme Court. It's going to take a long time.
Back down to the appeals court, so it could be going. Jim Higgins, always a pleasure.
You too. Good to see you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.